Praise to the Shadow. You are here. I was getting worried about you.
What's going on, scum?
Cain is moving to take power. He came with dozens of followers, killed many who stood in his way, threatened to do the same to countless more. As for you and I, Phobos, I promise that he has already planned our deaths.
Zachariah, it is not my life I worry for. He will kill any and all who stand against him. He will wipe out human cities, destroying those with little more than sticks and rocks to defend themselves. Blood will drench this planet.
And I'm sure all our names are probably topping the list. And we better make a move before it's too late.
Look around, please, but don't...
One of my ostriches is limping. I think she's hurt. Have you tried flying like to stop potential disruptions to the bloodbath they have prepared. I know of another way in, though. Follow me.
Your brother Cain has lost his mind. He wishes to set up a regime built upon fear. Yet, he suffered from something similar. He should understand that what he wants couldn't be achieved using violent means.
I don't think he's too worried about his allies or the consequences of his actions. He only cares for power and the methods to gain it.
Look what we have here. The fool who believed he was a more worthy chief than me. It is now my way or no way. Follow me, or follow death.
But you'll never change, Cain. Is your only path the one stained with blood, paved with hate? The same hate destroying your own people! Look around! This valley was once filled with peace, but is now filled with gravestones! You cannot continue to lead our people down this road!
You have gone too far, Cain. Fight someone your own size.
Do not kill him! Even if his heart pumps with pure hatred, spilling it makes us no better than he. It ensures more blood will follow. Please, be better than he is.
Scum. If I were as good as you, I would not be me. And that is all I can be. One cannot continue to trim a weed that will not stop growing and spreading its seeds. One must rip it out by the roots. He will start wars among us, or between us. He cannot live another breath.
Scum's a good guy. All he wants is peace. The Valley needs someone like him to lead them. Even if I think Phobos would be a better choice in other ways.
Very kind of you to say, Nisha.
Not being kind, I'm being honest. Your people will have to fight to free your brothers and win the right to live free among the corporations. I don't think he's got it in him to lead your people into battle. That's all.
Zachariah, you are living proof that our people can live in harmony. You have helped us enormously, but now I believe it is time to make a decision.
We must present a chief to the Assembly.
The time for speaking, I am afraid, is dwindling. If our internal quarrels give rise to conflict within our own, we need someone to unite us. We must walk as one race, place differences aside.
Then it should be you. There is no mutant who lacks respect for you. And unlike Cain, your leadership will not spill blood.
As a strategist, though, you are greatly respected as well. Perhaps it is you who should run.
I'm not one of you, but I've traveled with you, Phobos. I've seen what you bring. You could be the chief they need. Now. At least think about it.
And I believe you would fill such a role much better than I. I have wisdom, yes, but yours comes with the rigors of youth, which I lost some time ago.
If both of you, in your hearts, truly believe it is best for us all, then, yes, I will run and see then what the people have to say. Zach, thank you for your support. I will always be here to lend you aid whenever you should need it, and I pray that you will find peace.
Thank you, Phobos. I wish you the same. And a little luck for both of us.
Friends, brothers, most know me. I am Phobos. I was one of the first seeds of our nation. I lead the fight for the deliverance of our race. Together, we fled from the corporations. We built our homes in this valley and forged it into our promised land. But our fight is not over. Freedom must be spread across Mars. Come, fight with me. Let us end this oppression and free all of our brothers who remain in chains. Only then can they experience the same peace and happiness that we have made for ourselves. Zachariah, we must talk.
About what?
This is your safe house. The ASC could not reach you here, correct?
That's the hope.
But consider this. Even if Victor cannot reach you here, how many times has he tried to impede you, to track you? You've already had to escape from his grasp twice. Perhaps the time has come to be less passive, to gather your allies and take the offensive for once. Word of the power he accumulates in the People's Assembly of Abundance is terrifying. I speak not of violence, but perhaps of some other way to bring him down. With all that you have done for so many, I am certain many would be more than willing to come to your aid, and even more invigorated when that aid will bring such a tyrant to his knees. You have our support, the Technomancers, and any others you can gather. And from the great heights to which he has climbed, the fall will be tremendous. He will not recover.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it is time to take the offensive.
I know you were looking forward to a break, but he's got a point. Consider what you're after. Talk to Dandolo. Pick his brain. Even though he isn't an Ophir, he has a lot of resources. And most importantly, politics is his element. At the same time, you need to tread carefully. He hates crooks so much that if you suddenly decide to ask Anton Rogue for help, Dandolo surely won't want to give you the time of day. Have to admit, I'm not even sure if I could stand the idea of an alliance with the Vori.
Hi.
Zachariah, to what do I owe this privilege?
I'm looking for some mutants on their way back from the canyons. I want to thank them for helping me find my friend Scott. Thank them and ask a few questions.
The group I think you are speaking of are nomadic. They go to the canyons and live off the currency of the information they can gather, selling it to your Prince of Noctis. I can show you where they reside if you would like.
I'd appreciate that.
You look like something's bugging you, Zach. You starting to question the old professor?
Maybe.
I can't say I blame you. He's acting funny, and his motives seem... I don't know. But he's still your friend, Zach. Don't forget that, you know?
Greetings, Zachariah.
I think it's time I answered Victor's constant attacks. I'm gonna need help, though.
That's what family is for, Zachariah. We are family, united by the mutual suffering inflicted by Victor. His time to pay for all he's done has come. We are united in that.
We're lucky that scum in Phobos managed to stop Kane. That crazy zealot would have led us to the grave. I only wish that Phobos had not stopped. Mutant problems should end with mutant solutions.
Hey,
Hello. How are you?
someone told me about you, so I wanted to come say thanks. Your instructions helped me save my friend.
I'm just happy you got there in time. We would have helped ourselves, but feared letting humans know free mutants roam around.
Don't blame you. You see what led to all of that? By the time I got there, they tortured my friend, and the Technomancer in charge was leaving.
Found himself surrounded by the Technomancer and his soldiers. Who wanted to know where they could find a man named Zachariah. You, I suppose.
What did he tell him?
Not the answer you are scared he gave. He said nothing of your location. Instead, he told this other Technomancer that he knew who he was, but it did not seem to matter. The question was asked again. This time your friend screamed back that he knew who he was, and that they must listen to him. That is when they began to beat him, and he began to scream for mercy. Mercy that would not come, even as he screamed that he could do something for them. The violence only grew. That is when we ran to warn Dandolo. What he was offering to do for them, I do not know. He never said. But it did not matter anyway. All they wanted to know was where you were. Nothing else to them mattered. The torture lasted for hours. Your friend may be not all there, but his loyalty cannot be doubted.
Thanks. And thank you for going to Dandolo.
Of course.
Scott, thanks for coming. Please have a seat. I'm just trying to understand something.
Ah, a scientific query. Let us engage.
No, not quite. I just wanted to understand what you were doing with Alan under that shadow path. A couple mutants saw you and said you told Alan that you knew what he was, and that you could do... Of course, the jackass didn't give a damn. All he wanted to know was where we were. But what the hell were you trying to do, Scott?
Do? I wasn't doing. I was doing something, but not what... There are opportunities in life. He might have become an ally, a great Technomancer. Even if you're not friends, he could... I was... a mistake.
Scott, how long have we known each other? How much do I owe you? You're like a father to me. You know that. And you could tell me anything.
Listen, you must listen and understand and see. It is only my care and concern that pushed me to... I thought Alan might help you find yourself back where you belong. I was stupid. I am sorry.
All I want to know is why you told him you knew what he was.
Perhaps you've had a hunch, or caught wind from wherever such winds come from, but I now know. Technomancy stems from mutation, an intentionally created mutation, what the settlers called gene therapy. We, of course, refrain from such potential pollution of real humans, and just the knowledge of such things, well, would unsettle most, make things very different. My hope, though, was that such knowledge might scare Alan into supporting your cause. You see?